want to thank Stephen and Jamie for a great evening. Jamie for organising it in the team. I know Hugo's been pulling his hair out. I pulled my hair out a long time ago. But it's been great to see you all here, and it's great to see the movement coming together with a bit of confidence. And I just want to make one thing clear. Jamie's got to win this election, and he's got to win the election that follows. Do not accept imposters going forward. And you will have a lot of stuff, from what I've seen in the Labour Party lately, a lot of stuff foisted on you about the necessity of this, that and the other, and moderation, and tempering your ideas and being careful. Well, if we get any more moderate, we're going to disappear, I think. That's the problem. So do not accept the imposter. Get Jamie on the ballot paper in the Labour Party. Vote for Jamie to be the candidate, and make sure somebody is standing up for socialism in this region and in our country. So let's get that job done coming out of tonight. But the Durham Miners Gala, it was one of the honours of my lifetime, being able to speak last year. I never imagined what a significant occasion it would be. It had been described to me beforehand, but being there was such an inspiration. I got COVID sitting on the platform, Stephen. So I brought something back from the northeast down to London to Unity House. I brought COVID, but I hope I did well, and I hope you'll have me back sometime in the future, because it was a great honour, and I was so proud to represent my union and represent our ideas at that meeting. And what we've got in front of us going forward, I think, is still the oldest battle, the battle for ideas, to win that battle of ideas about what our country and our society is about. And this is what these struggles are about. What kind of a society do we want going forward? And every dispute has its own detail, of course, but they have got a theme. And if you speak to Dave Ward, if you can get Dave up to speak to you as well, another Chelsea supporter, unfortunately, if you get Dave Ward from the CWU up, he will tell you that we're facing exactly what they're facing. Even the language in the offers that they're putting, best and final offer, all of your conditions for 4 or 5%, everything that our forebears gave us in our union, in ASLEF, in the ASRS, the NUR, all of our forebears fought for everything that we've got. The right to speak up on health and safety, the right to speak up on discipline, the right to have sick pay, the right to be respected and treated with dignity in the workplace. That's what's at stake. People ask me, why are you fighting? We're fighting for our future. This is the fight of our generation that we've got in front of us. They want to push us down. We've seen it in the UCU, we've seen it in all these strikes, to casualise working, subcontracted, outsourcing, no rights, no entitlements, no contract of employment. That's where they want us to go, the whole working class. The gig economy for everyone. Take what you're given and give me no lip. That's what the governor's saying to us today. And this is what these battles are about. The detail is the detail. But if we give in, if we surrender these battles, we will have lost a generation of youngsters who will be saying, what did you do in 2022 and 2023? And my question to any politician seeking a working class vote is, what did you do in this period? Who did you stand with during these struggles? Because we may win power as a Labour movement, we may win the great offices of the state, but if you don't use them, it's a lost opportunity. And what we cannot have in a Labour victory, which I want to happen, I want Starmer to win that election, no matter how difficult it is for me to say that out loud, frankly. I want him to win that election because it's a two-horse race. But if he gets in and he gives this vanilla politics, apologising even for social democracy, if we could get that, I'd be happy going forward, rather than social collaboration. If we miss this opportunity, our movement could be wiped off. We could be a footnote in history. So we must keep them under pressure. Our movement must come together. We have got a lot of strands of our movement. We're going to have Joe singing. We've got the cultural strand, the artists, the poets, the singers, the songwriters. They've got to be in our movement. We've got the people of faith around the country, in the synagogues, in the temples, the good warriors, the churches, wherever they are. We've got to be with those people because they're struggling every day, the people of faith, to feed their congregations, to feed their worshippers, the same as we are fighting on the industrial battle. We must come together. In the industrial side, trade unions have got to come together and work together, cut out the competition for members and start working to take the bosses on in every workplace. And go into the unorganised workplaces where people have lost hope, and we're seeing it now with Amazon and other workplaces, to go in amongst the self-employed and the casualised, to get those people organised, a new generation of working class activists, trade unionists, and people that believe in our values. We've got to create them here and now. We cannot think that the professional politician, the policy boards, the people like Mandelson, the cynics, are going to control our future and deliver some kind of reform system for us in the future. We have to build it. And when they win power in this region, in your town, in your county, in your city, and nationally, we've got to make sure that they deliver for our class, for our people on our terms. And we should not apologise for socialism. We should not apologise for being on strike. And we should not apologise for the victories that we will win. So we've got to bring our heritage forward, and the Durham Miners is such an inspiration. Last year I was invited to Shildon down the road as well in Durham. It was such a pleasure to be there, to go back to the very heart of our own industry on the railway, where the railway was born in this region, in Darlington and Stockton and Shildon, to see what has happened to those towns when we lose, to see what happens to the former industrial communities where people forget our values. So we've got to go back in there as a working class movement, as trade unionists, and win all those people back to our values, the values of equality, the values of solidarity, of unity and social justice. That's what we're fighting for in these disputes. We're fighting for our welfare state, education, health, solidarity, jobs. We need to win on everything that we believed in, from Attlee, from the Chartists, from the Luddites even. Our entire history is represented in these festivals. We have to build the festivals, reach out, and I'm so glad the DMA is doing this, coming down to London, coming down to Notting Hill, making these new connections between communities. We cannot be divided on the basis of colour, class, religion, background, whatever, region. We have to stand together. We have to build our movement, claim it back for working people. And when we do that, we will win for our people and take this country forward.